It's see love on the south side, yeah, that's right. Reppin' in the wood, got my hustle tight. From Chi-Town streets where the wind blows, fierce, built up like steel, can't nobody pierce.
Hey, 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 guess who's back in the effing mother house? It's Big D for your effing mouth. How y'all doing? Hope all is well. I know you ain't seen me in a while, synced me in a while. Been taking care of things on my to-do list. Haven't been out to meetings lately. Um, sorry I rushed over here. Rushed all the way from down there to here to tell you, hello, I missed you all. I've been in the comments. I've been watching a lot of people YouTube page, and it's a lot going on. And I'm watching one now behind me. You just can't see it. And one thing I realized, oh, it's this right here. And one thing I realized, ain't nothing much change, has it? But it's still a lot of I'm trying to fix this. I hate fooling with this, to be honest. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so I know it's a lot going on. Hey, shut look at that. I dropped my green screen. Hold on. Hold on. Uh-oh. Did I have the fan on? I can't remember. Hey, Cher, how you doing? When I saw that they had got the 10th person in the that's how I knew I've been gone for a while. I saw that they had the 10th person who get escaped from Louisiana. I said, ooh, he looked totally different from what I thought he would look like. What about you? I said, "Oh, I thought about Made in Texas." No, not Made in Texas, Creole. I said, "I wonder how she doing, 'cause they done caught the 10th person." I said, "That's crazy." Cray. Let's see if I can find it. I was watching somebody's show. Did you see that, Share? Uh, since I've been gone, they had the shutdown. The National Guards are coming to Chicago. I said, "Oh my god." Yeah, and they gonna arrest everyone that helped, all 10. Oh, I heard it was 10 people, but then Share, they said they arrested his girlfriend. He was with a girl, but then didn't his girlfriend get arrested earlier? Is this the same girl or a new girl? I don't know. I know I wouldn't be going. I ain't you like I said before, if you do something wrong, don't call me. Do not call baby D, because she is not coming. Yes. They arrested 13 people so far. Now what now share what how that sound to you? They arrested 13 people and y'all so silly, y'all crazy. Cause you know the government is not gonna let up. 13 people? Mm-mm. 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 I'm trying to find the video of him getting into the car. The car. What's the ATL's internet? No, TV channel, excuse me. Cause he looked like he did have a care in the world. He looked like he was getting out soon. People are dumbasses now. They definitely are. Listen, excuse me, I ran over here, so slow down. When I saw that they had got here and they caught him in the attic and he didn't want to come out, and I was thinking to myself, and let me know if I'm right or wrong. The man they interviewed said he didn't know how. He didn't know the people who was renting the house from him, but his daughter was collecting the rent. What they was doing is online? Hmm. Uh, that's I ain't I could not escapee. and New Orleans, New Orleans. And how did he make it to Atlanta? Now he could have blended in Atlanta. "Hey, prima donna, how you doing? I miss you." I'm like, now for you to get caught in Atlanta, he should have been playing a "Hey girl" role, 'cause ain't no way they should have called him like that. And hello to my friend prima donna. They was throwing a flash bomb, and they said every time they would throw a flash bomb, he would move to a different part of the house or move to the basement. Did you see when they called him and he blew a kiss? I was like, this this he now to be honest, he looked different from the videos that we saw on of his mug shots. And really he ain't had nothing to lose, y'all. He was gonna be in jail for a minute. He had he done had 2 life sentences. And you got a girlfriend? You gonna tell me the new girl is this the new girl or the same girl? 'Cause I hope it ain't the new old girlfriend who was hiding was it editing was that something and editing and abetting? What's that say? What is it? Aiding and abetting, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, I miss being live. I'm gonna start doing more of it because my one class just ended tonight, and I said, "Oh, let me go live." But we still taking a class. Okay. Scary anybody will help a two-time murder the MMR. Listen, Imma be honest with you. I don't care if it was my own kids. I would not help you. Not knowingly. I do not want my neighbors to know that they looking for you. I don't want my neighbors see the police knocking on my door. 'Cause then you just a gossip of the block. Even I don't even talk to the folks on the block. I'm just saying. Just saying. Um, ooh, let's look. Did you see when he blew a kiss at the camera? And I was and it's the comments for me. The one person in the comments said, "Ooh, I don't know if I should be looking at this." I was thinking, if you need somebody to blow a kiss at you and feel that way, you need to go in the mirror and kiss yourself because ain't no way you should feel that way about somebody who done unalived somebody. I'm just saying. I'm just a squirrel, baby. I'm just a squirrel. I wouldn't help my own kids. Me either. I'm like, mm-mm. If they got arrested for shoplifting a candy bar, I told him, listen, you are so right. My mother used to tell me, you got one time to go to jail. She ain't have to worry about me because I ain't go to jail 9 times. I'm like, what? One time? Nah, I'm cool. She said at one time to me, she said, if you get pregnant, I'm putting you out. All I can think about being on the red line with a baby going back and forth. No, I'm good. Hey, Creole, I was thinking about you. Did y'all see the inside of the house? Oh no. Okay, let's see. Ooh, you seen the house? Okay, let's see. See if I can still remember how to do this. I didn't even see the inside of the house. Oh, let's look at the end of the side of the house. Um, didn't I just share? Oh, entire screen. Yeah, I'm my pimping is slimping. Guess what? Imma be a granny first time. New Year's, congratulations! You're gonna be a granny. Oh, listen, Cher, Imma be a granny too, but for the second time, in March, and we having a boy. What y'all having over there? So congratulations to Cher. She having a New Year's Eve too. That means y'all gonna be on TV. Oh shoot. I forgot. Oh, I didn't Orion went to the meeting tonight. Oh gosh. Oh, I didn't even know Orion was I didn't know what was going on. I've been living real life. Oh, congratulations, Cher. Girl, Noemi and Bree Brain. Oh, you having a girl. Um, I know we having a boy, and I can't remember the boy name because they don't want to use my name, the name I gave him. I'm just saying. But congratulations. I know you are looking forward to it. I got 11. Ooh, child. That's a blessing right there. Hold on. Ooh, child. Sorry, y'all. Showing y'all, ooh, 11. So this only be my second grandchild. Um, this week, I actually just lost my grandfather just passed Tuesday. So it's really a I don't know, it's a sad week for me, but um he was 104 years old when he passed away this week. So, you know, I've had it for majority of my life, of my adult and and like my cousin said, I had my family longer than she had hers. So, it was he was ready to go be with his wife. She died at 94 and he died at 104. Yeah. Okay. Great grand. Ooh, she a great granny and grandpa names. Oh, thank you, Cher. Oh, our Paw done seen some things. He done seen some things. He was ready. Congratulations on the grandbaby. Oh, thank you. And listen, I got to the point in life is I don't be posting all that stuff on Facebook no more. And Creole, let's look at this. Let's look at this. I'm sorry. Oh, what the value, man.
Groves faced a judge today. He waived his right to an extradition hearing.
Yeah, I should look harmless. Am I tripping or what? I want to see the inside of the house.
Meaning that he'll be heading back to Louisiana. Groves is the last of the 10 inmates who were on the run after escaping from a jailbreak back in May. He was recaptured in Atlanta yesterday. Let's bring in CBS News national correspondent Katie Weiss live for us in New Orleans. She's been following this case from day one. Katie, what do we hear from Groves today and what comes next in his case?
Sure. Well, today in front of a judge in Atlanta, Groves told the judge, quote, "I want to return where I'm from." He accepted his extradition. And so now the attorney general has about 15 days to figure out how to get him back here to New Orleans after he and 9 other inmates escaped from the Orleans Parish Justice Center here in downtown New Orleans, just 10 minutes away from where I'm standing. Groves was arrested following a brief.
Did he tell what actually happened? And Cher, we do not want you to go to jail, okay? Not today, not tomorrow, or not ever. No great grands, but lots of great nieces and nephews. That's what I'm talking about.
Standoff and dramatic standoff nonetheless, a good way to cap off this months-long saga that really started back in May pretty dramatically as well. He was arrested yesterday and he was arrested.
Was he arrested? Oh, look, they had that son fell, little shit, laugh out loud. So is this the front door of their house or the back door of these people's houses? I saw the man said he trying to figure out who's gonna pay for this mess. Now I remember, I'm just saying, my neighbors seemed like they had gotten it together. But last summer, they had these trucks, the Illinois State Police, it was a whole woo, and they rammed They broke that door down next door. I was like, but and I'm so crazy. I go talk to the police. These are Illinois State police. It wasn't no Harvey police. I wasn't finna fool with them. But I've been trying to figure out why Harvey police. Last week they was in front of my house. This week they in front of my house. I don't know, something going on. And and they had that big truck on the lawn. I said, "Ooh." I still got the video from that day, so I know what this looked like. Oh, he's not talking? Oh, okay. Oh, there's a battering ram on the front of this. Yeah, I saw that with my neighbor who he got that happened to the next door. And these mofos ain't never fixed that door.
By officers swarming the house where they had gotten a tip that he might have been located. They threw in gas canisters to try to coax him out. They saw some movement, deployed canine officers, and canine officers were able.
Now, that was a nice house. They broke the front window. That the window gone in the front. And the man said he wanted to know who's going to fix it. So when he called his insurance company, that's going up. His insurance going up. That's a beautiful brick house. Somebody ain't getting their deposit back.
To find him in the crawl space of the home. And then as he was being taken away in cuffs, he even confidently and boldly blew a kiss and smiled at the cameras. Now, before the escape, Groves was facing a life sentence for 2 counts.
Did they just laugh when they said he blew a kiss? They had police from every department. Marshals, FBI there. Yeah, the question is, Creole, who getting that money? Who is going to get the reward? Now, if they want to split it with me, I'll surely take it.
Of murder. The victim's family in that murder case has really been on pins and needles ever since he escaped, according to the district attorney here in town. Take a listen to what he had to say about their relief over this escape or this capture.
So I was able to get to know the next of kin. And I just want you to all to understand that the children in this family who played sports in that park in the Lower Ninth Ward have not been able to go out there during all of this time. Their lives have been shut down out of fear because they didn't know where this man was. And the men and women of these different agencies have given them their lives back. And
look how they looking. Look how they women looking. What about the lady in the back? You think she gonna run this again? Or by the looks of it, the house was abandoned. Now, I saw an interview today where the man who owned the house came and he said he didn't know the people who were living in the house, but his daughter picked up the rent from there. So that let me know there's more to that story. Somebody lying about that house. And it's gonna come out. Because that's a beautiful house to be left vacant, don't you think? I'm just saying. Just saying. Was a Crime Stopper tip from New Orleans. Oh, so that means that's somebody's family. Because who would know where he was at in New Orleans?
And that is extraordinary. And I was talking to the next of kin a few weeks ago, and she was still trembling.
And the Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill also said last night in that same press conference that she is grateful to all of the law enforcement officers that put in the work to make this happen. There was a task force that was put together. It was in a very expensive effort to capture this last remaining fugitive. She said at one point towards the beginning to try to capture all 10 of them, it was approximately a cost of $1 million a day.
Oh, $1 million a day? You think they're going to have to pay that money back? Well, if you're going to do life sentences, you ain't paying that back. Just saying, the wild-haired chick is the police sheriff. Her team is not up. Her term is not up. Okay. I thought she was running for the position or something. The black lady.
day. And she did release a statement today about the extradition, just saying that she's already formulating a plan to get Groves back here to Louisiana, saying, quote, those discussions are already underway and require Louisiana State Police to coordinate with law enforcement in Georgia.
And Katie, it's, I want to repeat this, that Groves hid out for several months and then
Yeah.
ended up all the way in Atlanta, Georgia, meaning he could have had some help.
Now they know he had to have help, because how you gonna get from New Orleans to Atlanta? That ain't just like walking over towards the border. You would have to drive. Now I don't know how strict Greyhound is, but he had to have a phone to call the people. Somebody been feeding him because he don't look like he lost no weight, right? Man, that's crazy. Again, we ain't helping you get out of no jail. Oh, the sheriff election is on October the 11th. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, that's this week.
Is it clear whether or not anyone else will face charges in this case?
Well, that's certainly something that's still being investigated. I mean, it is a 6.5-hour drive from here in New Orleans to Atlanta, where he was finally captured. He has been on the run for quite a while. The other inmates were caught within weeks of their escape. So one of the big questions is, how did he manage to stay undetected for so long? Well, law enforcement, they were able to capture him with a tip. They're also asking now for tips from the public if they were maybe afraid to come forward before while he was still at large, to please come forward now and give them some information about how he managed, who maybe may have helped him, aided and abetted him. But one thing that I thought was interesting last night during the press conference, Louisiana State Police Colonel Hodges mentioned that he always seemed to be one step ahead. Groves always seemed to have just left. They had just missed him whenever they would follow up on a tip. And that oftentimes on social media, the tips would be old or outdated. And so that was something that kept throwing them off the trail and made it more tricky and difficult to capture him, that he was very elusive. And one other piece of information that was pretty fascinating as well is this man, Groves, was considered to be the mastermind behind this initial jailbreak that happened so many months ago.
I would like for them to tell the story, like what actually happened, because whatever happened to the maintenance guy, did he ever go to jail? What happened to him? I want to see the inside of that house though. He don't look too worried. Oh, here I think. Oh, is this it? Hold on. I found it. Hold on, I done found the house, y'all. I done found it. And I got a question for you, Creo. All right, let's make this bigger.
They left a note saying that they got the evidence, so all this stuff here.
You got a busted up house.
I got a bust. They left a note saying that they got the evidence, so all this stuff here.
You got a busted up house.
I got a bust.
This is where Derek Groves, an Orleans Parish jail escapee who was on the run for nearly 5 months, was found. Looks like a chair was set up for him to climb inside of a crawl space.
That look crazy, don't it? Like, did he put the chair in the closet just in case if ever he had the police to come for him?
Tear gas is burning our noses. Drug paraphernalia all around.
Dang.
Space is trashed. This is where Derek Groves was found, in the basement of this house on Honeysuckle Lane in southwest Atlanta, Georgia.
That a TV, 2 TVs. Dang. Now that house look crazy, don't it? That was a mess. See, that's why that's why I'm like renting. I would like to rent, be a landlord, but at the end of the day, you're responsible for the mess. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about you. Creo, so y'all have y'all election on a Saturday? Oh, that's so interesting. On Saturday, huh? Well, it seemed like nobody would have to take off of work for that day. Or the chair was to climb into this crawl space. I know, but it seemed as though did he left the chair in the closet just in case he had to crawl into that space. And they may not have found that space, that crawl space. They probably would have if the chair wasn't sitting right there. I don't know. It just seemed that just well, I'm glad they got I had almost forgot about him. That's about 5 months old. Or 6 months. Oh, local elections are on Saturdays. Oh, on Saturday. Are on Saturday. Wow. See, we don't be having that on those. I don't never remember we having something on a Saturday. Not no election. Uh Interesting. Interesting. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Uh I thought I saw that. Yes, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Learn something new today. Thank you, Creo. Creo. Well, I'm glad you are safe. You can come outside now. Cause they done caught the last person. New Orleans. We can go back to New Orleans now. Not to say I would go to New Orleans. I would like to go to New Orleans, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I gotta plan me a trip somewhere one day soon. So, so, and what's another thing I seen going on right now? I see the whole going out of town tomorrow to celebrate my happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Creole to you. I ain't got no soundboard. I do got a soundboard, but I don't know how to use it, so I can't. Happy birthday, Creole. It's your birthday and you deserve it. For sure, for sure. I hope you're going somewhere nice, fun, and relaxing. I wish I can go too. I wish I can get in the suitcase and go. Let's see. Okay, so what else is happening? So what's going on in Harvey? I don't know. I saw it was a library board meeting. It's a park district meeting today. I'll be able to go to the next one, but I didn't go to this one. Um, it's just it's just messy. That's how I want to say. Everything that going on with Harvey right now is messy. Messy boo. I said it. Folks ain't effing with nobody, liking nobody, and keeping the drama going. I don't know. But yeah. So, but that's all and I see they talking about, I was on Facebook today and I saw that folks are talking about running against Napoleon Harris in the next election. So we're gonna see what that looks like. Going to you forgot you have a country house and will be a trail ride. Oh, that should be nice. Enjoy. It's getting cold out, but it'd probably be warmer there than here. Um, enjoy, my love. Yes, so I have heard on Facebook, folks, they starting now. I think they're gonna try and oust that board in Thornton Township in 3 years in 2020. Is it 4 years or 3 years? 2028, I think. Hey, Common Sense, how you doing? Thank you for the red rose. I appreciate it. Hope all is well. I know I haven't been here, but I've been in the chats. I see what's going on. I just didn't have the energy to get involved or what all was going on because I had real life was happening, right? But thank you so much. Yeah, they are talking about folks are running against. Oh, because Napoleon Harris actually have an election coming up next year. Folks talk about running against him then also. So this should get interesting, right? As it gets closer. Like, y'all don't think he done already planned for the next move? Yeah, okay. Um, the only way they gonna get him out, they would have to need they would need more people to come out and vote who are against him. So this should be very interesting. Um, and they right. That's why I don't even be trying to go to the Thornton Township meetings anymore because the way they seat you, it's like me from where you at now. Far. Like they really scared that somebody gonna come in and jump somebody. Like I guess he ain't grew up in the hood because the hood folks would be like, I wish you would come over here and jump on me because we finna fight for real, for real. But I guess nobody trying to lose their position like Tiff did. So it's unfortunate. And as I said, the thing I said to Ryan, you see how the rope is a dividing line. And every time you go to one of those meetings that have a rope like that, there's confusion in that building. Um, yeah. So you ain't gonna be able to make $200,000, and you in this suburb, and you don't acknowledge the people. That's where he gonna mess up at. If he haven't, but he's early enough in his term to make a turn so he doesn't alienate the people who put him into office. Because I can't see him being that scared of somebody coming to fight him. I don't know. That just, I mean, in theory, in theory, I would have never thought that first fight would have happened. So I don't know. He's just trying to protect himself. What's your thoughts about that? Do you think that the way they have the Thornton Township meeting now is unacceptable or is it acceptable to you? Mm, I think it's unacceptable because if he, like well, now let me say this. One thing he has not done, he hasn't gone back upstairs into that little room where only 8 people can really sit in that meeting. Like Tiff used to do, go upstairs, and it's a whole different room they got. He don't use that room for meetings. It's always downstairs. So I'm sure he's saying he's staying within the guidelines or Open Meetings Act, right? Now I think the crazy thing is um I seen it for myself at a Thornton Township meeting where they won't let people sign up to talk. So from my understanding, they only have like you can have a set number to talk for in the public comments, but it has to be announced that that was going to be. You can't just say, "Oh, today we're going to only have 10, and next week we're going to have 11." No, you have to make an announcement of that. I believe the distraction look arrogant. The distance look arrogant. Excuse me. I believe the distance look arrogant. Bring me down. Have you been to a meeting since they did what they since the it's so far from each other? Have you been to one of those meetings? Because to be honest, if you to be honest, if I am honest, hey Gardis, how you doing? And thank you. And it's always a pleasure to see you, Gardis. Uh, I watch all meetings. Okay, so okay. Yeah, that meeting where the way it's the way they have it set up, the further you sit, if it's crowded and the further you sit back, the less you can see. It's like being at a football, basketball game. It it becomes a blur. And I don't think they realize that. Um, I don't think they care either, but um yeah, the further you back, you can't see. And I wear glasses and I can barely see all the way up there. And then they don't use their microphone. So to keep my blood pressure down, I said, I can't. They don't use the effing microphone. I'm listening. Oh, you in the woods. Oh, okay. Well, shit, I'm glad you here. As always, a hug and a big hug to you, Cher. And a happy birthday to Creole. Yeah, the way they got that room set up, the further you sit back, the less you gonna see. And then they don't want to talk in the microphone. Like, see, they're supposed to make it better. If better is a word, right? But it's like they're just making it worse. Oh my gosh. And then the one girl, I knew that from day one. Boy, she act like she got an attitude about it. They grateful to get in there, but as soon as they get in there, they just act a fool. Yes, I have a real disdain for Napo. Oh, he is so insolent to residents. Yeah, it's weird, to be honest, the way he acts towards the residents, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. But he's like standoffish. You can't hear him either. I want to say put some bass in your voice, but that ain't me because I ain't mean like that. But you can't hear him. You can't hear that girl either. And a girl, let me tell you what this remind me of. My aunt has property in Chicago, right? And I used to live in one of her buildings. And at one time, there was this one girl who was like, "Oh, Miss such and such, Miss such and such." And she was so sweet and what have you. Now, when she got in the building, she turned and became somebody's demon. And I said, "Oh, that's how we do this. You kiss ass, and then once you get what you want, then you start acting like you ain't got no sense." And that's how I feel it happens at Thornton Township right now. And it's gonna be interesting on the people who's gonna run against him. You're gonna have to be a strong candidate to run against him. I don't know if it was real or true, but I saw a video of sitting next to her and he kissed her on the Mackie. Now I don't know. I don't think he liked girls like that. I don't know. Listen, I've always had a civil conversation with him, so uh sit next to Mary. Listen, if it ain't happened, I can't. If it ain't happened, I don't see the video. I can't confirm or deny. I don't know. It's just that they need to put some more. They gonna have to put something in it because I think a lot of people are checked out. In my humble opinion. Hey, what's going on in Dalton with the the Pope's house? I haven't been out there in a while. Do they have tours to the Pope house yet? Because it look like you're gonna go in one door and out the next door. Oh Lord, I don't know. And she's been very nice to me, so I don't want to even say get on the bad side. I want to stay out of that stuff because it's already messy. They like so it's a mess. I don't know if you remember me. I always talk about this. I said, I said I said. From my understanding, Napo is hardly at the township. He making 200 some $1,000 and he ain't hardly at the township. Whenever I drive by the building during the working hours, his car is hardly out there. Must be nice to make all that money and work less than 20 hours for $200,000. He makes would that be 10,000 an hour to get to 20,000, 200,000? No, that can't be right, is it? I didn't say math was my best feature. How much did he make an hour? That's crazy money. And the sad part about it is people in the community could have used some of that money. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't care that people I always say it's a public aid office. Or public aid, it helps serve the people. The dumbest purchase of the century. Pope House, not a single Catholic interested in that. It's not. I haven't even seen any videos of it at all. I was waiting for them. They said they was gonna do a tour. I mean, I went over there. It's really not that big, and they renovated, so it's not gonna see much. Interesting. They don't even talk about that house. Now, if that house was someplace in a different community, they probably would. Uh, okay, side note. There is a hilarious. That was a 200 and some $1,000 purchase. And they don't be making money off of that yet. Somebody call the police. House. They ain't had no fireplace back then. Roof leaks look like it's gonna be leaking. That is hilarious. They spent all that money. And the people next door over here are very nice people. The mother, she joined the she's on my she's in the chat. The mother of the people who live next door. Okay. How many views did this have? It's channel 7. Only 905 people saw the video. I wonder who was a seller on it. Yeah. That might not have been a good yeah. Bet you 100 not over 5 people in Dalton can tell you the Pope's name. I can't. His name is Pope. That's not his name. What are the plans for this house? Good question. Maybe Prima Donna could. Hey, Crook County, how you doing? I know Leo is his name. Haha. I didn't know that. So those who are Catholic or who knows about the Pope House, what are they going to do with the house? Out of curiosity in Dalton. When is that gonna be a quick tour? If you charge me $35 for that quick tour, you bet I want to at least walk to the back of the garage or something. There was a celebration and a balloon release. His birthday. Okay. Crook County's in the house. What up, though? Leah. Okay, that's hilarious. Catholic lady spoke at a Dalton meeting, saying no Catholics want to see that house. They didn't. For real? Hey, and my apology. How you doing? Hey, hey, JJ and Mimi. His original name was Robert Privas. 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 Okay. And happy Thursday to you. And it's Thursday night football, so normally I will be watching football. His name is Pope, huh? That's all I ever knew. I didn't know they have a real name. Sure, that was just one lady who spoke. Oh. No, I know the house doesn't have a garage. I'm just saying, walk me to the back of the yard to the fence. I'm just saying. For $35, I don't even know if it had a basement. And I had asked. I should ask the girl who lived next door if they had a basement. Because back then, did they have basement? Provas. Excuse me. Provas. A Provas. Okay. Okay. Provas. Oh, okay. Excuse me, y'all. Let me drink me some water. Let me tell you. I hope you did not hear me drinking this water. My son bought me this canister. It keeps cold water cold for 24 hours and hot water hot for 12 hours. Best thing they could have made. But okay. Oh. Oh, he has a Louisiana connection. Okay, I can see that. Because I'm like, that's not like a Chicago name. You know what I'm saying? That's not one of them names. Oh. Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Korea, as always. So, yeah, what they gonna do about that house? It ain't that big. When they first started, people were coming to see the house from all over. One of the Hope's house floors. No, I have a basement. I meant to say a basement. Pope Leo is a brother. Oh, is he? Oh, don't give me the line. Oh, you watching the Cubs catching up with no apology. Thank you. I'm back. Had to take time to take care of the business. Or I remember there was a discussion at one of the board meetings to get a fee from the buses. As they should. Y'all doing them drive-bys going past some people's houses. Pope Leo, he graduated from the same seminary school. You went to seminary school? I can see Gardis being in seminary school because he's so mellow. But Gardis have a way with words. So I can see you. Catholic Theological Union. Is that the name of the school? Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see you, Gardis. Wow. Yes. Okay. This is interesting. Well, I hope they make some money. But what buses are coming in? Because at this point, you can just go on YouTube and see the inside and the outside. Oh yes, he is. Oh, that's where his Louisiana. Okay, Louisiana connection is from. Yet the Pope is a 80. Oh, he graduated from high school in 1982. He young. Oh, he in his 60s then. Because I didn't graduate from high school until 1986. That is interesting. Oh, we ain't mad at you. We're glad you mad. Hey, listen, Crook County. I figured it's a life is going on and there's enough drama that hey, I didn't need to be involved in because I got taking care of what I need to take care of, Cook County. And it's messy out here. Oh, I'm gonna just drop. Listen, guys, if you want to, if you can, I'm gonna drop the link. I still know how to do this. Oh, you are okay. Gardis, I done dropped that. Oh, Gardis is Catholic. And I tell this story all the time. I used to send my daughter to it was a Catholic school in Chicago and then in the city. Holy Name Cathedral? No, it was something. I can't even think of the name of it. And I got kicked out. She got kicked out of school because I didn't go to catechism classes. I I'm like, I don't have time to do this. Oh, they should. Oh, they should do Airbnb at the profit for the city. Oh, now I like that Airbnb thing. His grandmother. Oh, who was a black Creole? Ah, in the Seven War. Oh, she must be a fair skinned black Creole woman. Oh, they should air. I agree, but I don't think Dalton is illegal to have Airbnbs in Dalton. Gardens, my friends down the street went to the cantonizing of the 15-year-old. Canonizing. That must be, is that a Catholic thing? I grew up Methodist, so. But I would go to visit Holy Name of Mary on 119th, somewhere on 119th. And I don't know if it's Loomis or Union or something like that, with my aunt back in the day. Hail Mary, full of grace. I know that for sure. Yeah. If they could. Oh, let's add Gardis. Hey, Gardis.
Hey, what's going on?
Just shooting the, what's it called? Just shooting the bobos.
Okay. So did you just say the Catholic Church you visit is Holy Name of Mary?
It's on in the 114th.
113th in Loomis.
Yes.
I grew up in that church.
Oh, if I tell you my people, then you gonna say you know them.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty
I don't
sure
want to say it
do.
on here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because
The Slaughters.
The Slaughters. Yeah, they sound familiar.
What was her mother name? Because I remember when we would go there, it was my uncle, his wife, it became his ex-wife. She grew up in that church, but she's a little older than you though. But they had a what's that called? Not a pool. What's the bench? What y'all call those benches called?
The bench.
You sit down on. And that whole row, he had her name on it, and you couldn't sit.
like a pew or
Pew,
something
that's the word.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was saying, and yes, and so she paid to have her seat, and nobody could sit in there, sit on that seat. I said, "Ooh,
Okay, yeah. That's interesting because Holy Name of Mary is actually it's actually a historically significant church.
mm,
It's the second Black Catholic church in Chicago that was built by Black Catholics.
yeah, okay." Because you know what? When I used to go visit there with my aunt, they would be playing like I thought I was in the Baptist church sometimes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Holy Name of Mary was like one of the first. It wasn't the first, but it was one of the few churches back in the late '60s that they were like one of the few Catholic churches that implemented gospel music into their into their services, because Catholics are we grew up traditional hymnals and chants and but we was Black Catholics, so
Yeah, I remember going there. I said, I still kneeled the same.
yeah,
Hail
we still
Mary, full
practice
of
the
grace.
Catholic. Yeah, we still had the Catholic traditions, but
Right.
we celebrated it. We celebrated like it was like a Baptist, and in a lot of cases like a sanctified church.
Oh,
I don't know
really?
if you remember I don't know if you were. How long have you been going? Like, how long did you visit Holy Name Mary?
I was a kid.
Okay, so you remember Father John Calicut?
He not
He,
black, is he? I
he's the
mean,
black.
he black.
He's the black guy.
What?
He was the black
Black
priest.
guy. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I wouldn't remember. Um, I wouldn't remember him because I grew up Methodist, right? So
Hmm.
going there was like an experience. So
Okay.
I didn't really pay attention to the person.
So Father John Calicut was a black priest who
Mhm.
basically preached like he was in a sanctified church. Like
Really?
if you heard him preach and you didn't see him in his like Roman collar or something like that, you would have thought that he was a priest from the Baptist church
Mm,
or a pastor from the Baptist church.
okay.
But
Really?
yeah. So yeah, Holy Name Mary is actually significant because of the fact that we have a lot of these Black Catholic churches that kind of became, where the congregation predominantly became Black because of the neighborhood turnout. Like say for instance, Saint Sabina. Saint Sabina
Yeah.
was founded by Sabina was founded by Irish Catholics. But then when
Ah,
because Saint Sabina was founded like in the early 20th century, well, I think late 19th century. But
mhm,
there was just predominantly I think it was either Irish or Italian Catholics in that area. But then
mhm.
when they became when Austin became Black, then you had Black people going to that church. So
Yes.
it started off as a like a white European church, but Holy Name of Mary was always a Black Catholic church.
Wow. It used to be packed too.
Mhm. Yeah.
I
It was
remember
always
always with the park far to get it to go to church.
yeah, I mean, it was a very popular church. Like,
Mhm.
it was built in 1940 by some Black Catholics from Louisiana because
Oh.
they moved into Morgan Park. And
Mhm.
the thing is that um back then Morgan Park was, just like with all of Chicago, it was racially segregated. So on it was on the west side of Vincennes was where all the white people lived at, and on the east side of Vincennes, that's where all the Black folks, well, some of the Black folks in Morgan Park lived at. However, all of the Catholic churches were on the west side of Vincennes.
Mm.
So when the Black Catholics from like parts of Louisiana and Alabama came here, they tried to go to some of those churches, across Vincennes, and they were either not welcomed or they didn't feel welcomed.
Okay.
So they decided, I think it was a group of like 12, 12 Black Catholics decided they wanted to build their own church.
Mhm.
And so they started raising money for it. And what was interesting is some of the churches that's in the area, like Arnett and Beth Eaton, they supported them.
Okay.
They supported them. And in
Mm.
1940, that's when Holy Name Mary was born. It was
Holy
originally
Name Mary.
yeah, it originally started off at Sheep School Gym. That's where they started first having their masses at. And then
At what gym?
a Shoop School Gym.
A Shoop, yep. I know a
Yeah,
Shoop at by the
and then
expressway.
they had this like tent built after that. And then they had the school building. But
Mhm.
the school building had also the church in it because the church was like in the basement. So
Okay.
so the church that's there now actually was built in 1969.
It looked modern.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, it's like 1969.
Mhm.
It's not technically Holy Name of Mary anymore.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, it's so about 5 years ago the archdiocese did this consolidation
Yeah, like
program
most
called,
churches.
yeah, and what they did was they consolidated two parishes into Holy Name of Mary. So they had to
Mhm.
rename the parish to Our Lady of Cabejo.
Who is Cabejo?
So Our Lady of Cabejo is when the Virgin Mary visited this town in
Oh.
oh man, what is that town in Africa? Um, hold on, but it was what so like it's almost like the African version of Our Lady of Guadalupe.
Okay, yeah.
Um, the Virgin Mary visited a town in Rwanda called Cabejo. And
Cabejo.
and this was back in like this was like in the early 80s. And apparently she talked to some children there and basically predicted the Rwandan genocide that happened in the 90s.
Oh, wow.
So they always, the town is basically sacred because it was it was Catholics there. And
Mhm.
so they always talk about the vision of the children of Cabejo, and they call it Our Lady of Cabejo. So that's where the church name comes from. But that was something that was voted on by the parishioners when they consolidated everything.
That's interesting. And one interesting fact about Maple Park, um, my grandfather, well, he just passed this week, but he was one of the last original owners of the original Maple Park owners
Oh, okay.
from when like when they first built over there. From my understanding, how they had the expressway was not always there. I don't remember that because I wasn't even born yet. I don't think, but he's the last remaining original owner of a house over there in Maple Park, and it used to be so beautiful over there.
Yeah, my aunt and uncle, well, two of my aunts and uncles lived in Maple Park.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm very familiar with Maple Park.
Yeah. So, okay, you always a wealth of. So, let me ask you a question because you just said something earlier. You said you went to theology school.
Yeah, Catholic Theological Union. It's
Well, you.
I actually
Huh?
just graduated in May. So
Oh, so you a priest or a?
no, I can't be a priest because I'm married.
True, true, true.
No, but no, I mean it's the Catholic Church has this thing called lay ministers. So I'm what they termed a lay minister. I'm actually a campus minister at a Catholic high school. So
Oh, I can see you being that too, girl, because you so calm. And I said you always have a way with words. Like you can cuss somebody out, but don't use cuss words.
somebody
That's
told me that I'm able to insult people without actually thinking that they're being insulted.
okay. That's a high level of intelligence right there. I sit back and I be like, wow,
Well,
go girl. Oh, that's pretty good. Congratulations, a
thank you.
lay minister. Oh wow. Okay, that's
Yeah. So
and
when
mhm,
we met, so you remember when we met on the train? That's where
yes.
I was going to because it was on the west. It's on the west side. So,
Oh, you still driving?
oh no, I mean, yeah, I am driving.
Mhm.
That public transportation was just too much.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's true.
I was like, I couldn't, like, because going there from where I'm at, I had to hop on like two trains, and
Mhm.
I'm not used to that. I'm not used to
Yes.
that. Like when I work downtown, all I would do is just take one train and that's it. I
Take
can't
the
do that.
Metro.
Yeah,
Mhm.
take the metro and that's it.
And listen, and Metro don't even feel like Metro anymore. You like, "Oh, I've been there, done this already."
I know, and I'm like, oh, and then it's like getting off that one train and then gotta wait for another train. Like, no, this sucks. I rather just waste my gas.
That is so interesting.
Yeah, it's uh, huh? Oh,
Romeo.
okay. Romero Delary. Okay, all right. Huh. Okay. Who protected the Rwandans in the area. All right, I'm gonna look into that. Romero de Lare.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've been driving too. I must admit, and it might take me an hour to get home. And with no traffic, I can get home in 40 minutes.
Oh man, I wish it was 40 minutes for me.
With no traffic.
Oh, with no traffic. Okay.
Yeah, on a good day.
Yeah, unfortunately, like the earliest that I get out of work is like 2 o'clock.
Oh,
And,
you had a good time.
well, no, that's only on Thursdays.
Oh,
Yeah, every day I'm either leaving at 3:30. Sometimes it's 4 because we be having like teachers meetings that I gotta go to. So I'm like, okay.
oh my. Oh God, it's always a treat to have you see you and to talk to you. But what else been going on? I've been in the let me tell you, I'm not trying to get into drama. I just want to know I have been in the YouTube uh bushes and I see
Mhm.
all everything going on. And I just say to myself, truth, what's it say? Peace be still.
Mm.
Because it will all pass.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of seems like Harvey's still, they still dealing with a lot of instability there.
Yes.
Um, I don't know, it's like Dalton. Dalton's kind of almost the same, but not a lot of noise coming out of there anymore. The township is the township. Obviously, Napo doesn't even work part-time at the township, but
That
yet,
is crazy.
he's getting the most money. That's the job that's paying him the most money. But hey, you know what? That's what the people wanted. That's what the people got.
Yes. Like I was saying earlier, I be on Facebook every blue moon, and I don't know what group this is I was in, but I saw that people talking about running against NAPO next year for the senator position and um for that seat. And was it 4 is it 4 years for Thornton Township?
Yes, it's 4 years. Oh, you're talking about the Cook County, the Democrats of Thornton Township. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah, the chair, what is it? The chairperson position, I think.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Because I think Stephanie Wiedemann is
Oh,
running for that running for that particular office.
I did see. Okay, that's what they were talking about. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's I mean, it's hard to gauge.
Mhm.
It's hard to gauge with that because I got to see who the other candidates are.
Yes.
But you got also people running for Cook County Commissioner. Um,
Yes.
that's a pretty interesting race. You got McCaskill, and then you got Belcher, and then you got um there was somebody else that was running for that spot too.
Mhm. That's gonna be very interesting who actually wins.
Yeah, I know. I'm not hopeful for any of the candidates running. Yeah, in all honesty, I'm not hopeful for any of the candidates.
And that's
That
why regardless, and that's why people don't vote.
Yeah, because most of these candidates that's out here, I mean, they say they do it for the people, but it's like when you look at their past work, it's like, do they really do it for the people? And from what I see, I'm like, no, they don't.
No. And they use these seats now for politicking in a settled kind of way, in my humble opinion.
Or like I said, they NAPO uses the township as a currency exchange, so you can cash those checks.
The rich keep getting richer and the poor keeps getting poorer.
Oh my
That's
God.
sad. So I did say that. So he making over $200,000 for doing 20 hours a week or every 2 weeks?
Well, from my understanding, they say he's hardly there, so I'm assuming that he's not even working 20 hours a week at the township.
Mhm.
So
Is that like 200 2 is that like, I would say 20,000? No, it gotta be more than that an hour.
you
Like,
talking
he's
about
uh,
you talking about like his rate or something like
yeah,
that?
hourly pay.
Oh man. So I'm assuming, let me see, if he makes 200,000 a year and in 52 weeks, he'll probably be making about what, 4,000 a week, and 4,000 divided by what, say 20. Let's say he does work 20 hours. He's making $200 an hour.
$200 an hour. Okay. Okay.
I mean, for 20 hours and he's making 200 an hour. Okay, all right,
I want
But
that job.
hey, look, I think there's a lot of people that want that job, but nobody wants to put the work behind it. I'm still trying to figure out like what new initiatives that he's brought to the township that I mean, he brought some stuff back from when Tiffany got rid of, but I'm trying to think of anything innovative that he's done or what they've done since he's been there. And I know everybody's like, "We'll give him some time," but like, what new programs is he launching? And I don't know. I really don't. Maybe
I
I'm
haven't
just
heard any.
maybe I'm that out. Maybe I'm out of tune, but I haven't heard much.
Haven't heard much either. Haven't gotten a flyer. Haven't seen anything of substance online. Thanksgiving's coming, so I'm sure they'll be giving some turkeys away.
Yeah, I mean, but that's Frank did that, and Tiffany did that. So what new? I mean, yeah, like, give me something new of what he's done. I mean, we can say Frank made his mark. I mean, obviously Frank was there for 30 years and he
Mhm.
developed the ZAP program and the mental health program. So, at least we can credit him for that. Um,
Okay.
you know, Tiffany probably
That's
Tiffany
uh,
probably brought more parties in her
that's
administration.
true. Now that's true now. She
But
was a good party planner.
yeah, she was. She was. But now with NAPO, they're like, okay, what is he doing that was innovative and unique from the previous two supervisors?
Okay, the last time I went to one, they had a men's mental health session.
I mean, okay. I, I think I'm not sure, but Frank might have did something for the youth as far as mental health back in the day.
Mhm.
But I mean, mental health is important, and that's the thing that I will say. He just brought back a lot of things that Tiffany got rid of,
For sure, for sure.
which Tiffany shouldn't have got rid of in the first place. But hey, that's another story.
Okay, so not to open up Pandora's box, because I read that same thing you were talking about. They talking about the Z team. Somebody mentioned it in those comments. They said I would never vote for anybody who was part of the Z team.
So Frank, being the Thornton Township supervisor, got an opportunity to kind of make connections with a lot of the politicians in the Southland,
Mhm.
which generally garnered him a lot of political power because of the fact that he works in a capacity of a township supervisor. He was able to capitalize on that by providing like services for these particular districts. But one of the things that he was able to do was he was able to help some of these people in their campaigns, like for
Mhm.
mayor, for trustee, for school board members. So he was able to make these connections and actually help most of these people win a lot of these seats. So several years back, he decided to develop a political team called the Z Team, and generally it's basically a group of politicians who just basically kind of support each other politically,
Okay.
especially on campaigns. So if you're part of the Z Team, you'll get the backing of certain people who are on the Z Team, political endorsements, and maybe some money.
Mm.
I've known people who ran for political offices who tried to go on their own,
Right. Mhm.
and they failed. But then when they joined the Z Team, next thing you know, they're winning their seats.
Mm. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
Do you think that that formula is still valuable today? Because now there's a lot of mistrust with that.
Well, it's not. The thing is that there's nobody right now that can do what Frank has done, because the thing is that it took Frank like 30 years to develop that political power.
Mm.
And and the thing too is that he had to sidestep a lot of political enemies that wanted to take him down. I mean, look at it like this, because Frank didn't come in, guns blazing, because Frank Giolito, who was the Democratic committeeman and the township supervisor, he had a powerful seating in the Southland, and he had to take him down. He had to beat him in an election back in the early 90s. But then even when Frank got in, he didn't have that political pull when he first started. I think it started when around I'll probably say around like the mid 2000s, because there was other political opponents that tried to come in and try to gain power in the Southland, like the Shaws.
The Shaw brothers, yeah.
Yeah, so the Shaws basically had to, he had to fight the Shaw. Frank Zuccarelli had to fight the Shaw brothers for political power as well, because Bill Shaw was very known in Chicago, and because of the fact that he had a high profile career. I think he was he a state senator? Yeah, I think he was a state senator. He was well known, and he was able to become the first black mayor of Dalton, which was at the time predominantly white.
I didn't know one of the Shaw brothers was the mayor of Dalton, but I knew somebody had to do with Dalton and Shaw. Okay.
Yeah, it was Bill Shaw. Bill Shaw was
Bill
he was the mayor of Dalton for a long time. Like, I think
Mm.
he died in that seat.
Well, okay.
Yeah, because he died in, I think it was 08 or no, I think it was later than that. But yeah, he won the Dalton seat in like 97, and he served it until, like I said, his death in, I think it was like 09 or 10, something like that.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
But his brother Robert Shaw came with him, because he was an alderman in Roseland.
Right, I remember one of them was an older person. Yes.
Yeah, and they had this back and forth with Harold Washington, because Shaw at first didn't see eye to eye with Harold, but then it's like when he kind of figured that Harold can win, that's when he kind of like jumped on the bandwagon.
Okay.
But originally, yeah, they really didn't get along with Harold at first, especially before he became mayor. But then when he became mayor, it's like all right, let's kiss up to him because he's the mayor of Chicago now. But
Yeah.
after after Washington died, and then Sawyer became mayor, and then
Oh, yeah.
Daley became his rule. I think that's when the Shaws decided to exit because something happened between them and the Daleys, and that's when they came out here.
Because I thought somebody got in trouble.
That you know what that could be the case. I have to look that up.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Shaws was always into some sort of interesting mess, political mess.
Hmm. I always remember Harold Washington. There was a chant he always said, but the people loved Harold Washington.
Yeah, Harold was an interesting figure considering that he wasn't really part of the machine. Matter
Mhm.
of fact, he kind of worked around the machine a lot because of the fact that he was not a big fan of the Dailies. Well, Old Man Daly at least.
Father.
Yeah. So him and Old Man Daly used to get into it a lot as well.
Hmm. Dang, you have a lot of knowledge of history.
Well, I mean, yeah, we gotta learn history because
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we all want to know how did this happen? What was the problem? And nobody like really analyzes history. And when you start to analyze this stuff, you start to realize, oh, that's why things are the way they are right now.
Hmm. That's true. That's true. So, not to put you on the spot, but do you think that somebody could unseat Napo?
I think so. If he keeps doing what he's doing, I definitely think that somebody can unseat him. You talking about for a Democratic committeeman, or you talking
Yes.
about for the
Either or.
uh? Well, the Democratic committeeman is coming up soon, so hmm.
Could you see Tiffany coming back running for that position?
Oh no, I
No,
mean,
okay.
even if she tried, she wouldn't win.
No.
Yeah,
She gonna have to
even
wait
if
about 10 more years.
I look, I don't think she's able to come back and run for anything in Chicago. I
Oh.
mean, her name is tarnished. Like I would be surprised. Well, you know what? Um, Jesse Jackson Jr. is
I
rerunning for
see.
his old position. If he wins, I'm telling you, if he wins, okay, yeah, maybe Tiffany can come back in 10 years and run for a spot. But then again, we got a president who's a felon, so things happen.
I really think that in 10 years, if she just stay low and work start work her way back up, she can get back in an office because we tend to forget.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, our president is a convicted felon, so I guess anything can happen.
Hmm. Yes. Oh, speaking of convicted felon, have you seen any ICE out there?
Um, where out in South Holland?
No, like while you on your daily going to work or just driving.
Well, I know on the west side they have been out there. Um,
Mm.
there was a situation last week where we got an email saying that ICE was around the school area, and
Oh.
we had to. I know when school exited, we had to be outside because we have our student population. It's diverse. Like our
Mhm.
student population is very diverse. That's the one thing I like about my school. It's not predominantly black or predominantly
Mhm.
white or predominantly Latino. It's like a mixture. It's like a certain mixture. And then we also have an Asian population,
Oh,
Vietnamese,
nice.
Chinese. So yeah. So we was out there making sure that the children, go straight home, or if their parents coming to pick them up, they get in the car without any ICE people coming in and trying to arrest them or whatever. Because I think when we stood out there to make sure our children were okay, they didn't come around.
What were you supposed to do if they did?
Well,
Okay.
Well, here's my thing, because I treat my students like my children.
Mm-hmm.
And I know if my child was trying to be accosted by a police officer while I'm there, that police officer would have to shoot me.
Mm.
They would have to shoot me.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, that will be the reality of it. Because I mean, like, I love my children,
Okay.
and like I
Yes.
said, I look at, I mean, these the children that I'm that's my students. They're the same age as my daughter.
Okay.
So I look at them as my children. So yeah, I mean, I apologize to my wife. I apologize to all my family members. Like, I told them already, if an ICE agent comes up to me, they're not going to be arresting me. They're not going to be arresting me.
Okay.
And I mean, now I'm not going to be out there, like I'm not out at the protest or anything, but
Okay.
the thing is that if they approach me, I'm not, they're going to have to, they're not going to have to shoot me.
Okay.
I mean,
I hope
I'm
that we pray
sorry.
that you not have to go through that.
I pray so too, but yeah,
Mhm.
they're not arresting me.
Um, for you to say they're not arresting you, um, that's a deep statement right there.
Sometimes
Um,
sometimes you have to do what you have to do, and I think if more people have this attitude and mentality, um, I think they would have to reconsider a lot of things, because if 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 there's enough people that sacrifice themselves for the greater good of this, because ICE is basically just out there, just it's the Gestapo unit.
mhm.
It's a Gestapo unit, but they play on people's fears. But what you're starting to
Yeah,
see is you're starting to see people, they're not afraid. I mean, you got people out there who's like fighting back.
I see. I wanted to go to Broadview to see for myself.
Yeah, I got friends who went out, to protest, but I
Mhm.
told them, I said, the mentality that I had, that I just said, I'm like, yeah, like I said, I'm not looking to get shot, but at the same time, that's why I don't go to Broadview, because I know they're gonna
Oh,
piss me off.
okay.
And so,
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, if I'm confronted by ICE agent, no, they will not be arresting me or detaining me.
Okay. Okay, Goddess. Even if they just you so detaining, so they can't even ask you any questions or ask you a question.
No,
Okay.
because for one, ICE is not law enforcement.
Right.
ICE is not law enforcement. Now, like I said, police, okay, I'll talk to them for a minute and whatever, but
Mhm.
ICE is not law enforcement. What are they going to do? They would, like, they're going to ask me for my papers? Like, am I a slave? Do I need to show you my freedom papers? No, I don't. I don't need to show you nothing, because for one, like I said, you're not local law enforcement. So I don't have the right to do anything, not even to talk to you.
So Trump says that, I think that was Trump who said that um, they're protecting the borders of Lake Michigan.
There are what borders? There are no borders.
That's why the border police is here also.
And that's the strange thing about it. It's like, we're not bordering a country.
They say Canada.
No, Canada's being bordered. Okay, all right. Well, all right. But anyway, yeah,
They
that
find a reason around it, right?
of course, of
To make
course. And
to
now
justify.
I just read that the federal judge blocked the deployment of the troops, but
Oh,
that's not gonna stop. That's not gonna stop him from still doing it. I'm just hoping the troops have enough sense to say, you know what, this don't look right. And despite the fact that the orders are coming from the commander in chief, I'm really hoping that people in the military understand that this is not about protecting this country or democracy.
hmm Yeah, but
because
it's gonna.
because I think
Mhm.
the troops, and I've never been in the military. My father has,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure the oath is talking about protecting the Constitution of the United States, protecting what is in the Constitution. And I'm hoping that these soldiers understand that that oath that you took about protecting the Constitution comes into play, because if they're giving you an order that contradicts the Constitution, then you can ignore those orders.
But like you say, you play on fear. It would take it would have to take a group of them not to do it, right? Because one person's may not stand out alone and
Yeah, I
stop
mean
it.
it does. It's gonna have to take a group.
Mhm.
It's gonna have to be a group effort. I mean, we've seen pockets of it happen. Um, from my understanding, there was some ICE agents that tried to detain a Haitian in Brooklyn, and the Haitian community rallied for this person and basically
Mm.
ran the ICE agents out of that particular area where the Haitians were at.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Like that's like the old Haitian revolutionary
Mm.
style blood that they have. So
Hey, it's Haitians could put voodoo on you too, right?
yeah, I mean, they practice African spiritual systems that we have no understanding of, but
Mhm.
I'm referring to when the Haitians broke out of their enslavement on their own, when they kicked the French out of the island of Haiti, and
Hades.
abolished slavery.
Mhm.
Because the thing that the Haitians understood was slavery. You can't negotiate your way out of slavery. You have to fight your way out of it.
Yes. It's go yeah. Well, again, it's gonna be interesting how the end of the story ends, right? If we notice that every year there's something. We had COVID, uh, it was always something every year, right? So
Mhm.
this year is this situation. By next year, we're not even gonna hear anything else about it. It'll be something totally new.
Yeah, and I'm disappointed by a sector of Black Americans who's basically cheering this on, and not understanding that there are African American people out there who are also getting stopped by ICE, and
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, ICE is not going to take me into custody.
Okay.
And I don't understand why they're. I mean,
Mm.
all this, well, they giving money to illegal immigrants and ICE needs to get rid of them. Like, no, this is not right. Because, obviously, the thing is that they come for them today, they're gonna be coming for us tomorrow.
That sound like what some Tiffany used to say, "Us me today, you tomorrow."
As crazy as it is, that was the few things that she got right. Because I mean,
Yeah.
but it always happens in that sequence. Like, um, it always happens in that sequence. And Black folks, always, we're always the next target, or we're always at the bottom of the barrel in whatever happens. So yeah, they're gonna be checking our passports
Excuse me. Mhm.
um, and driver's license, and making sure that we got real IDs or whatever they want to say that you know. But anyway,
But don't you think but don't you think that we've been going through this for years? It's not like something new for us as African Americans.
and that's the weird thing about it. Like, why are you cheering on? I mean, even if it's just Latinos and the Hispanics, why are you cheering on police brutality when we've been suffering with that for like for over a century.
Hmm. That's a true statement. Um, because every time we see a police who brutalize, sorry, no, I'm saying it incorrect, brutalize an African American person, we get irate and we go screaming and hollering. But when a black person does it to somebody else, nobody says anything.
Yeah, but my thing too is that even if you think that's right with the ICE agents and how they're
Hmm.
treating Hispanic and Latino people, just don't say nothing. Just
Don't
don't
say
say nothing.
nothing.
Just don't say nothing. I mean, my thing is they're cheering them on. They're cheering the ICE
Uh,
agents on. Like I would never cheer a Gestapo unit, even if they're locking up my mortal enemies.
mhm.
Like I just can't do that.
Yeah, I couldn't cheer them on because I don't like violence like that. Um, but I understand why you said just don't say nothing. But people too vain for that. Somebody gonna say something.
I mean, listen, I understand, everybody would have an opinion on something, but
Hmm.
at the same time, it's like you cheering on these ICE agents illegally brutalizing, uh brown Latinos and Hispanics and some black folks, like literally, African American people. Like is that what you want? You want us to come for us next?
I think people just want jobs for themselves.
And I get it, but is getting rid of immigrants going to help the job market? Like if you look at some companies, they thrive off of immigrant labor. You know,
Hmm.
there was a situation in Georgia not too long ago where they closed down a whole Hyundai factory because it was a bunch of South Koreans working there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I mean, like most of these major corporations uh thrive off of immigrant labor. But here's the thing though. The immigrants are just pawns in the game. Like
Okay.
I always say it like this. When I got laid off, like the two times that I ever got laid off in my life, it wasn't immigrants that laid me off. It was white people that laid me off. When I got passed up for promotions at jobs that I had before, it wasn't immigrants that overstepped me or made the decision that it was white people.
But what did
So
they replace you with though?
and with another white person.
Okay.
So I mean, if I look at it from a micro level, look, immigrants ain't never took my job away. It was white folks that took my jobs away. So,
But but
but I
but that's
work
so
with and I
but
work
that's
with immigrants.
yes, I don't mean to cut you off, but that's different because of the like you said, the level. When like the construction worker, um, a lot of them feel that they took their jobs away.
Well, I mean, but who's signing the contracts? Who's the one that's giving the money? Because if these people were truly about giving American jobs, they would give Americans the jobs. But unfortunately, immigrants who they can pay less money to, they would give it to them because that's what corporations do. Corporations don't go out and hire the best people because of the fact that they got to pay these guys. What they do is they hire the cheapest people.
Yeah, true. Now you have a point there.
I mean, that's the I'm like, look, I worked in corporate America for 20 years. I know what the game is. They hire the cheapest person.
Mm, they're the cheapest person.
Yeah, they do. They hire the
Yeah.
cheapest person.
So when we say the cheapest person, you're saying like if they laid these people off who's been there for years, then you go hire more people coming in new where you can pay them less.
Yeah, I've witnessed it and I've seen it.
Hmm.
That is the standard playbook in corporate America.
Yes. Yes. Or when they lay people off and then they get they contract overseas.
Hmm. Exactly. Now, what's interesting is there's an interesting market in chip manufacturing.
Mm.
I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember, but when Biden was in office, he signed this chip manufacturing deal,
Mhm.
and because he's trying to reinvigorate the chip making sector. The United States over the years has fell behind in creating microprocessors because that's a very delicate and complex situation building a microprocessor for a computer. And
Mhm.
obviously we live in the middle of the technology age where everything has a computer. So
Mm.
if things have a computer, they have a microprocessor. And we're not the leading manufacturers of microprocessors anymore. That's
Mm.
Taiwan and that's China now.
'Cause of
So,
the cheap labor.
well, here's the thing. So when Biden signed that deal, trying to, I think he infused like a couple of $1 billion into it. They tried to build a factory in Arizona, and what they found out,
Mm.
Arizona's a desert. Um, if you're going to build a manufacturing plant that's going to do microprocessors, you're going to need a water source. You're going to need somewhere where you could get
Oh.
Arizona's a desert and it's landlocked. And what's worse is because now Trump wants to continue that policy. However, because of the fact that he's making education harder, nobody, like you can't go to like these major universities and learn computer engineering. So what did they end up doing? They ended up getting Chinese engineers. Because
Yes.
what? In China, you don't have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to college and get a computer engineering degree.
Mhm.
Whereas here, I mean, it's almost like being a doctor. Doctors and lawyers they pay almost $500,000 to go to college and go to law school or medical school.
Mhm.
So they really didn't have any engineers to help develop this sector. I mean, there's some that's out in Silicon Valley and everything, but other than that, you don't have a lot of areas outside of maybe South Carolina. I think there's some chip manufacturing in Texas. And during like the 60s and 70s, they moved all their plants over to Taiwan. So
Mhm. So that's why it was somebody told me at work one day. They're like, the Chat GPT, it uses water. I'm like, how does it? What's she talking about using water?
mhm.
And
Yeah, it
then
does. It uses water.
yeah, when I was watching the news, they explained it further. I said, oh, that's because it was talking about Lake Michigan water.
No, there's like a big environmental issue with these AI plants that they're trying to build.
Mm,
And I think they're trying to build one over at Washington Park, somewhere
mm,
around that area. And a lot of people are trying to they're starting to realize that these AI plants are resource hogs and they're environmental polluters. And I think right now Memphis is going through that because they're trying to build this AI plant over
mm,
there, and there's a group of people trying to stop that because they built an AI plant somewhere in Tennessee, and it just polluted the water. There's so much noise.
mm.
Yeah, it's just basically I mean it's crazy the way they're trying to develop AI here. Now, what's interesting is the Chinese came up with this AI called DeepSeek.
Oh,
DeepSeek doesn't even use half the resources, and it's cheaper to make compared to some of the AI programs that were developed here,
okay.
and it's very popular because of the fact that it doesn't cost much,
Mm,
but it's more effective than any of the AI programs that we have here in the United States.
okay. I'm gonna look that up. Oh, okay. Well, Goddess, I appreciate. I'm gonna get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, I do too.
I'm like, it's not Friday yet. Okay. Well, I appreciate you, Goddess, as always. OMG, you are a wealth of information. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Because I like when we can have intelligent conversation. And that's what I had told you the last time I saw you. I said, Goddess, when you gonna come up so we can have intelligent conversation like grown folks do? So I
Ugh.
thank you.
Yeah, I know there's not too many people acting like grown folks, but whatever.
Mm-mm. Well, on that note, Goddess, thank you again. Virtual hugs. I appreciate you for the knowledge and being willing to give the information.
All right, thank you. I'll talk to
Okay.
you later.
I'll talk to you soon, Goddess.
All right, bye-bye.
Good night. Well, that was a great conversation with Goddess. As always, a wealth of information. I appreciate everyone who was able to stay online. I appreciate the ones who are watching on replay. I thank you. I hope all is well with you and your family. And don't forget, your girl ain't going nowhere. She just taking care of some business, checking off the boxes on her to-do list. But on that note, I appreciate you. I say I bid good night and take care. And I'll be in the bushes, y'all. Later.